enter. Now it's centered. Now you want to start typing some stuff, so you press enter. Start typing. See how it keeps it centered? So no matter what, it's going to keep it centered. You got it? All right. Did you get it? Did you get it?
I don't know what's going on. I don't have this little thing over here.
A little.
That's an app.
How do I get this in? I just,
With your arrow. So. There's your arrow.
I don't. Yeah, and you know what?
What'd you do?
I don't know, but I've never had this. I call the clips of the night because like people have, and the guy didn't really know how to bring it back. So I don't, and he was like, and none of these letters, because Mr. Hopkins was doing it. He was like, where did your stuff go here on the box?
But where's your arrow to, I mean,
I don't know.
How do you do an escape person?
Well, this is what I did. I went like this, and you said we should be able to go in and bring it right back up again, right? Don't worry, is that what you said
Yeah,
the first day?
install
So
this.
let's try this. Install? I have to install it again.
No, you can go back into
To
it.
watch, but I don't think I saw it. That's the plan, right? And we're in keys. And then, see, it's not coming up new. Like, so I'm gonna have to reinstall. Okay, wait, let me see. I wanna get back to it, but you have it there so I can practice at home online. You said don't panic, so.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Oh, but I was one for the long time, but I don't for long. I just got a job, so I catch up a little bit.
So here they are. Let's see how I want to mess around here. What do I do?
Till the end of the year. I thought I was busy. So do you live in town?
I think Harper's. Okay.
You rented for a little while. First
No.
Just the town, but
Oh, we're going to reinstall, that's what you said the first day,
That's what it's
right?
done for. Yeah.
So I reinstalled just that one
Just
lesson?
just build, just put a
Not the
house.
whole thing?
So we moved. That's what it's for.
Okay.
Now it-
We were like right by the.
This is great, because I'm going to be playing Marin this week.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that happened
Going to
now.
lesson player.
I'm really glad that happened now. As you can see, I'm not afraid of cold
Yeah, right.
boots. Are you
Across the
sure?
street. I like it because you there's no door right there. Just that's $2.
Now, can you show me what you would tell me? Tell me
Yeah.
everything.
And just put
I know
a
it's
walnut
not
right there
five.
too.
See how it's all fixed?
Good. And what are you telling them to do?
Okay.
Come up
I
here,
did some.
Okay.
right there.
Okay.
And now you're gonna do shift F5.
College actually was just really.
Yeah, it's nice.
Cool.
See how it,
Yeah.
and
So
right
it-
there it says F.
It's pretty.
So press that little
It's
F.
nice.
Press this or right
Yeah.
here?
It's open.
See how it comes up? Now, if
Yes.
you want to center it, press center.
I've been playing with this a different way.
6 years ago.
Than I
From
love this.
West Virginia.
And now you want to type in it.
Right? So in,
Well, you don't need to because see it's small.
That's
Not pressed in,
I
small,
love
there's no
the
need to.
sun.
See, now you're in insert mode, so just start typing. It don't matter what you type,
Well,
just
that's
start
something I was from
Whatever.
Pleasanton.
See how it keeps it centered?
oh.
So as
okay,
long as it's in
now-
that, as long as it's in
How do
that
I
center
undo that?
paragraph.
How do I
Huh?
undo that? Shift F5 was to do that. What do I do to get out of that? If I want to make it unfixed.
Well, now you gotta go back in and install the lesson player.
Everything
So get out of this, get out of the lesson player.
Okay. I'm talking about my document.
so much.
In my document and be years. No?
Well, you
Like
can
if I
try
was in my
C, but
document.
once you start typing, you're going to,
Okay, let's say I did this, and what if I want to go back to the original format?
okay, so go right there and do shift F5.
Yeah, that's not sure.
Okay.
But you're not really in hyperkey, so do Alt Z.
What do you think about that? What's that?
And now do Z and C and go back.
It won't. Ah, it did.
Don't tell me.
Cool, all right.
Don't be
Thank
so,
you.
don't be so defiant, okay? We're gonna, I'm
Okay.
gonna get you guys through this, okay? So, if you do the shift F5, say you were in centered, or you're in centered now, you centered it, okay? Go into that again, or get on that beginning line, wherever that beginning sentence is, and do the shift F5. Okay? Now do Z. And it's going to take you back to what it was. Like if it was centered, then it's going to take you back to centered. If you were in ticks with a T, God almighty, then it's going to take you back to the ticks line or the fixed line. Okay? Got it?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Where were we? Okay, now get into hyperkeys on a sentence and do Q. Got it? So it puts a question mark at the end of the sentence. Okay? Now do Z, and it'll take it back. That one's good. P, Q are going to be good. P and Q for period and question mark. So whenever you need to change stuff. Okay? This is in hyperkeys, guys. In hyperkeys. All right? Do R.
Okay.
And it'll reverse stuff. So if you want to change it to an answer, byline, conflict, that's the way you can do it. There's other ways to do it, but this is one way of doing different things. You can put it into a header, all kinds of different things. Not really that important, but you can do it. The Shift R is the good one. That's the flip words. Okay? Get on a sentence where there's a word behind it. Okay? Get on a sentence where there's a word behind it and do S. Just
This is all one sentence.
Get on use. And do S. See what it did? It just took the O off. So if you want to shave, and that's what S is for shave the last letter behind it. You see what it did? Now do Z, and it'll put it back.
Oh, I see. So like I did that and it took the C off here.
Yeah. Now do Z. Z again. And it put it back.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
So like if it puts the words together, and sometimes it will, like if you're in the middle of a sentence, and sometimes it puts the words together again, put Z again. Okay?
And what was that we should
Put it on chosen.
S,
Did yours work?
lowercase s.
All right, you got it? So S is for shave. So it's going to shave the last letter. So say you have an S at the end of letters. Okay, and you just needed it to be letter. You don't have to shift, arrow over, delete, blah, blah, blah. Guys, really? S shaves it. So S for shave, and it shaves back. It doesn't shave that letter that you're on. It shaves back. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes.
Now do Shift S. Get it? It should be shaving that word. So if you want to shave that word, it's Shift S. Okay?
Mine's still just shaving letters.
Shaving
Do
the
what?
last one.
It's shaving the last.
The forward, like the letter to the right. Yeah. So just an S is right before. And shift S is the letter after.
Hmm? Take it easy, babe. Use the one.
So they're using these. To be at the beginning.
I see what it's doing. Okay? So it's just going to start shaving that word from the end back. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yes.
And I thought it would shave it from, I don't really use that a whole lot. The one that I use is S for shave, okay? I don't know, the next time, well, I just did. That was the first time I've used it. Okay, Shift S. But you want to shave the current word from the back. Say you have letters and you're on letters and you want to take the S off, then it's Shift S. Okay, makes sense?
Yes.
Or if it's lettering and you want to take the ing off and you don't want to go, what is it, JK? L, you don't want to L over to the other word, then back up, you know, to take those characters out, then space over it, guys. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on there, okay? So you don't have to do all of that. It's Shift S. Now do T. T is a trouble spot, okay? So that's where you write there, there, and there, maybe all the same. If you do, you probably need to be whacked with this stick, okay? There's no way you should be writing there, there, and there the same. But if you do, and if you don't learn, you need to be whacked with this stick. But I'm going to show you how, and what it does is it creates a conflict. So you come in here and you're like, well, I do write them all the same because I didn't listen to Dave, and now I still completely write it all the same. But I need the third one. You put your cursor here, select number 3, look at what it does. Pow. That's what it does. Okay? Now I'm going to show you how to create one of those. So if you want to do it with its and its, you shouldn't write those the same either. I'm going to show you how to do it to create a conflict if you need to, but you shouldn't be doing it. Okay? You shouldn't really need it. But that's how you do it. Okay? So T is for trouble spot. Shift T is for time conversion. Once again, just like money, not really that important. But you know how to do it, okay? But it's always going to be here in the auto magic, okay? It's always pretty much going to be there. If you're on a number, it's going to give you that option of time, number, date, whatever. Time conversion, money, whatever, okay? So now go to U. We don't have one. So really what U is when you're writing and it doesn't come up in English, that's an untranslate. So what it's going to do is come to the untranslate. That's what U is, okay? Got it?
Yes.
This one, extremely important. All right? W. All right? Press W. Guys, this is going to become one of your best friends. Okay? So get on a word. Let's get on use. Everybody's on use? Look right here. Guys. Got it? You're on use. Everybody's on use. All right? Press W. G. Look what it did. You notice that use is USE. USE, okay? Well, now you're adding the ending of ing. Well, you don't have to worry about taking that E off. You don't have to worry about when you make it plural, is it ES, IES? You don't have to worry about any of that. The software does it for you, okay? Z takes it back. So let's go to 1. Okay. Come up here to chart. Got it?
Yes.
Yeah? Are you drinking? You
I'm
okay?
like somewhere else, but can I use a different word? I don't know where I'm
What?
at. I'm gonna use a different word. Is that
Do what I'm
okay?
telling you to do, please.
Fine.
Do what I'm telling you to do. This is important.
Got it.
Get on chart. Are you there? Let me know when you're there.
I have another question.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Okay, the prefix and the suffix, they're
Yeah.
all suffixes.
Hmm?
They're all suffix, they're all the ending,
Okay.
no prefixes.
All right.
That's it.
All right.
They're not gonna put any prefixes. How do you get the prefixes?
Okay. Let me know when you're there, lady. I'll explain that in just a second. Are you there?
I don't see it.
Right
Yes,
up here.
Got it,
You're-
got it, I'm there.
Okay. Now go press W. You know what? It's not going to do it. I'm sorry. And do S. You know what? Do Z. Come down here to I can't find it. I'm trying to find a word where it's going to change the letters at the end to ES or IES. And that's what it does. Okay? That's all I was trying to do right there. And I thought it was going to change it to ES, and it doesn't. Okay? But that's, you don't have to worry about any of that. Okay? So when you come in here and press W, and this thing comes up, you can change these things to whatever you want. So if you want prefixes in there, you can change them. I'm going to tell you right now, most of the time what you're going to do is suffixes. Okay? So these are the most important. So when it has, let me see if there's one. Okay, get on necessary. Are you with us? Huh? Are you on necessary, Ronnie? Or are you on a totally different, are you in numbers? Were you,
The thing
did you
is,
skip
I don't
on
know
to
what's
another
happening to
lesson?
my thing, but I understand what the command does, which is really cool.
Okay.
I'm with you on the command thing.
I want you guys to stay with me, okay? Because when we get further down, you're gonna say, what? How do we do that? Because you were too far ahead or you're doing something totally different. Stay with me and just do what I'm telling you to do. This is important stuff. So now you're on necessary, go to W, and you're gonna press LY. So you're gonna press L. And see how it changed it? The ILY, you don't have to worry about it. It already knows what to do, okay? It already knows what to do. But in W, you can change any of these that you want. Should you? Like everything else, maybe not. But if you have one that's like, you know what, I don't use ism that much. And I don't find the M to really match with ism, so I want it to be ist, I-S-T. Well, you can go in there and change it. Okay? Oh, and that's how you change it. Okay? So say you're on here and it's INGS, okay? And you want to change it, then you come down here and change it in here. And now, every time that you come in here and you press H, now it's just going to be ING, or whatever you want it to be. ISM, IST. Be careful when you're changing these things, okay? If you're going to change them. Be careful, okay? Because usually, they're going to give you the ones that you necessarily need the most. But say there's one that's like, you know what? I don't use CY that much. I really don't. The next time I use it will be the first time I use it. But, I mean, you know, if it's grammar, and maybe it'll change it to Gramercy. I don't know. Does it? It's CY, isn't it? Gramercy? Yeah, Gramercy. So if you need to change it, I'm pretty sure that it'll do it, okay? But, I mean, if you need to do it, like I said, if you use that twice in your life, that'll probably be pretty good. But, I mean, you may. You may, okay? So, whatever you want them to be is, so, I mean, if you want the P to be a prefix, you can change that, okay? Now, you need to be careful when you come down here, because the caret symbolizes where the word needs to be. Does that make sense? So when it's the caret INGS, that puts it as a suffix. Okay? Now you delete the caret and put the caret here at the end. Now it's become a prefix. Okay? Because now it's telling it put this word with the next word that comes right after it. That makes sense? It should. Okay? So wherever that caret is, be careful where you put that caret. And we're going to go through that on prefixes and suffixes later, on setting up and how to set it up and whatnot. But it's real important about where that caret is as to what it's going to be, whether it's a prefix or suffix. Okay? Guys, W, huge. Huge, huge. Okay? You're going to use that a lot. You shouldn't need to type in any of that stuff anymore. Okay? So when you're adding suffixes to words, W. Yeah?
I was just noodling around like you said.
Imagine that. What you got?
And I found that if you use, now these all use uppercase letters for the ending, but you can also put in your own by using the lowercase letter.
No, they're lowercase. It's lowercase. You just press the letter and it puts it in there. You don't have to push shift anything.
No, what I'm saying is this. When you go to add something, instead of using the capital letter for the shortcut, if you use the lowercase letter for a shortcut and type it in, it adds it to your list.
So if you want a different...
Or something else. If you want to add something.
Oh, okay.
If you use a lowercase letter, these that are here, already for us, use the uppercase letter. And
Well, it's gonna, if you don't change them to what you just said, then it's gonna change it, it's gonna keep it as the letter. So you don't have to use the capital letter. But if you start going in there, and I think I understand what she's saying. So if you go in there and you want to create a new one, add a new one, and you just put A in there, now it's going to put a little a. So now your little a is not going to be ABLY, now it's going to be shift A. So now your little a is going to be something totally different. So be careful when you're doing that too, okay? Because now you're going to change all of these things instead of just pushing the letter, and now you've changed it all, okay? This is easier right here because these are the ones that you're going to use the most. You know, G for ING, S for S. That one was kind of messed up, but IVE, you know, effect, and you need effective. You just push the W, it automatically puts it, takes the E off, puts the I, VE, it automatically does it, okay? So be careful when you go in and start adding those things, but that is how you do it.
And you can also use a number.
Numbers too. Number would be okay. Yeah, if you use a number, that would probably be all right. I've never added any to mine, okay? But if you need to add it, I would go with a number. If you think you need to add one more thing in there, whatever, okay? Very important, guys, W, Okay? Shift W is going to write the word out. So if you're on a number 2 and you need to change it, then Shift W will change that. Okay? That one's pretty good. That one's actually pretty good. But once again, you don't have to worry about that either. Because once you put it in there and it's on the number 2, over here in Global Magic, it's going to give you TWO. I guarantee it. So it's going to give you that option of changing it. So once again, it's kind of cool, not super important. Okay? Extend a sentence. Okay, and that's really all it does. So if you want to extend the sentence, say you have a period right here, and you know what, that wasn't the end, but I need to extend that sentence. It brings your cursor to the end, takes whatever punctuation you have there, now you just start typing. It brings you from hyperkeys into insert mode. Did you see that?
Yes.
Now you're ready to go to extend onto that sentence. So say let's say you got there or whatever. Doesn't happen to me. Let's say you dropped right here. Okay? And you need to type it in. So you're listening to the tape and it went on a little bit more, but you had put a period there and it still went on a little bit more and you have to add like 1 or 2 words. No big deal. Press X, takes you to the end of the thing. Go. Got it? That's pretty neat. All right? Now come up here. Shift X marks a spot. All right? Look at what I'm going to do. I think this is. So you're in hyperkeys, which is
Alt-Z.
huh?
Alt-Z.
Are y'all sleepy already? Y'all tired? A little bit? Okay, Shift X. See what it just did?
Yeah.
Kind of flashed?
Yeah.
It just marked that spot. Okay?
So you don't see anything?
No, it doesn't really do anything. It just marks it. Okay? So now I need to go Alt-G, 99, takes me to the end of the thing. All right? Okay. Shift X marks it. Now do Alt G 99, enter. Got it? Now do Shift V. Got it? Takes you right back to the place that you just marked. Got it? Got it?
Absolutely.
All right. Guys,
I was doing
these things are important. So when I'm asking if you got it, I'm looking for yeah, you know, because it's important. Okay? These little things are important. So that's why I'm asking you, you know, hey, try it, do it. If it didn't work, let's figure it out. Okay? You know, just like the Shift P is not the Shift P, it's Control P. And you know why that's in there, I have no idea. But, you know, little stuff like that, where we go through and it's like, well, mine didn't do that. Well, nobody's did that. You know, it's putting the answer. It was putting an answer, right? So, just remember that one, Control P. It's not Shift P, it's Control P. So it's the same thing. Mark the spot is what?
Shift
Shift
X.
X. Yeah, Shift X.
And to get back,
Shift V. You go
Shift
all the way
V.
to the bottom.
Shift what?
V,
Shift V.
V,
Got it.
as in
So,
Victor,
If you
as in
mark,
vodka.
if you mark in several spots, like 5 different spots. Will it go to the lowest?
I don't know that it's going to go to the last one that you marked. So the last command that you asked it to do is just like that. So the last place that you marked is a place that it's probably going to go back to. Okay? Okay, guys, we're going to stop right there. We covered a lot of information. Hyperkeys, super important stuff. Guys, use that stuff this week. Go in there and use all of these letters. Go into this thing and just start using it. Where there's a number, try to turn it into money, mark a spot, reverse scan, shave words, all of this stuff. The movement keys, J, K, L, and I, all of those. Okay? Any questions about what we went over tonight? A lot of stuff. No? Okay. We'll see y'all next week.